invitation is locked. Hivi umelock hivi?
Tuone. Imesema Dennis Mwangi is live. Unaona venye inaonekana? Haya, tutaiorient tu hivi. Haya, hatuna budi. Function na hii. Yes, welcome to the stream, everybody. We are beginning in a few because we have a lot to talk about today. The task ahead is humongous. Yeah, so we'll try our level best to see how we'll be able to cover most of the things that have happened in the course of the day today and also yesterday. So if you're joining us, I can already see 10 people in the stream. So you can hit the like button, algorithm. Yeah, so today we have quite a lot. So this will take a bit of your time and I hope that this will be very interactive so that we get to have a good conversation regarding it's mostly football. So for all the football fans who are here, you're welcome. For everyone who's enthusiastic about the developments in football, you're very much welcome so that we can also learn a thing or two. Sorry, today we will be going portrait mode, and then hopefully technology will favor us next time and we'll have a better stream. Yes, so I want us to begin from here. Yes, so regarding CHAN, so we are going to start with CHAN, and maybe before even we go further, we'll start with what has been happening recently, and especially news that has broke out today regarding Kenya. Yes, so apparently Kenya has not been behaving really well in these CHAN championships, and there are repercussions. There are repercussions that we are set to face, and there are directives that have been given out by CAF regarding recent happenings. So if you look at it really, in the first match against Congo, apparently we behaved badly, and there are some sanctions that came our way, some of which include fines, and we have been paying up, but of course there are some like 375,000 shillings that are yet to be paid by FKF to CAF, regarding our behavior and our conduct in the stadium. So apparently some of the things that were not allowed for us to go to the stadium with, like flares, some people lit fires, and that led to also an investigation. There's a CAF official, a delegation actually from South Africa, someone who was denied entry into the stadium by the security, and apparently that is also not good, and so we face repercussions regarding that. And then you go again even into the match against Morocco that happened yesterday. Of course, kudos to Harambee Stars who won the match. We were completely written off, but the boys stand up, and we can only celebrate them and hope that they do well. For them, of course, financially, the government is coming through with $1 million a win. And today, when the president was meeting up with the team, he kind of upgraded the what you would actually expect them to get. And right about now, the president said that in the last match, as it stands, yes, Kenya is leading the group, but they have not yet qualified for the quarterfinals. So this is what is going to happen. Morocco and Dr. Congo have 3 points each, but all of them have a game in hand to Kenya. And so with that being said, you'd realize that Morocco and Dr. Congo have 2 games to play. Harambee Stars has 1. So for me personally, I'd like a win so that it guarantees us, first of all, top spot. And then secondly, it also ensures that we avoid playing away. By away, I mean playing in Tanzania. So as it was planned, Kenya was supposed to meet with Tanzania if either team finishes first and the other finishes second. So if Tanzania was to finish second in their group, which is looking highly unlikely, then they would meet Kenya here in Kasarani if Kenya finishes top of their group. But if Kenya finishes second and Tanzania finishes first, then we meet Tanzania away in Tanzania for the quarterfinals. And we don't want that. So for this reason, we have a final match against Zambia, which for me, we do not want a draw. Because either of Dr. Congo or Morocco winning their remaining fixtures, then it only means that they'll go up to 9 points. If Kenya draw, it will be 7 points. Yeah. Now the good thing is that Morocco will have to face Dr. Congo, of which, of course, one of them definitely has to drop points. So that's our saving grace if we finish with 7 points. So far, so good. We are cruising nicely, and we expect to do really well in our matchup against Zambia. Now, for what the president promised is that in this coming match, now it's not 1 million anymore, but 2.5 million. Yeah, so this is over 1.5 times than, is it 1.5 or 2.5? What's the math? Yeah, yes, it's over over 2.5. Yeah, over 2.5 times what they usually receive. And the good thing is that after the match, the following morning, everything is sorted. So I think they are extra motivated. I think if I was also in that squad, I'd be very, very motivated. So kudos to the goalkeeper who kept us in the game yesterday. We kept our cool, kept our composure until the final whistle. So we managed to come out on top in that matchup, and we are leading the group of death. Kenya is actually leading the group of death in football. In Africa, and they were playing against the #1 ranked team in Africa. Yes, so as one of my friends, Anandeti, would say, mpira udunda. Yeah, so that's that regarding the motivations. But then when I was talking about our misconduct as fans, this is what has come out following the misconduct. So this is from CAF, and our local organizing committee chair, that is Nicholas Musonye. I'll try and read this letter, which says that Mr. Nicholas Musonye, the chairman, CHAN 2024 Local Organizing Committee, Nairobi, Kenya, date 11th, which is today, August 2025. So the subject is that urgent CAF directives following security incidents at Kasarani Stadium. So dear chairman, so this is written to the chairman of the local organizing committee, Nicholas Musonye. Dear chairman, following repeated and serious security lapses during Kenya's home matches at Kasarani Stadium, CAF has taken the decision to impose immediate measures for upcoming fixtures in Kasarani involving the host nation. Despite multiple warnings, the previous sanctions, the necessary measures to control ticketless spectators, ensure effective crowd management, and fully comply with CAF security requirements have not been implemented. So major security lapses include, so these are the areas where we have not been behaving well. It says that #1, overrunning of stadium gates at PSS by ticketless spectators and holders of physical tickets distributed by the government. Haha, this is where the government comes into scrutiny, where you, I don't know, with FIFA rules, I don't know, government is not supposed to interfere with football. Yeah. So who is supposed to take charge of football matters within a country? That's supposed to be the local football federation in that country. So it's very interesting that government is being mentioned here. So let me finish the security lapses. So overrunning of stadium gates at PSS by ticketless spectators and holders of physical tickets distributed by the government, breaches of the perimeter fence, and loss of control at exit points. #2, initial crowd control failure at Ngomongo roundabout, leading to uncontrolled access through multiple gates. #3, use of tear gas and flash grenades, causing panic with reports of live ammunition fired near spectators and staff. Then #4, violent incidents, including stone throwing at security personnel and unsafe vehicle movement in spectator areas. Then #5, we have inadequate police response despite repeated requests for intervention. #6, no medical incident reports submitted following reported injuries. Okay. #7, insufficient communication tools and lack of CCTV coverage at crucial entry points. Oh Lord. So one begs the question, when you talk about insufficient communication tools and lack of CCTV coverage at critical entry points. Remember that CAF gave Kenya a clean bill of health in hosting this tournament. So I am supposing that this CCTV coverage is something that they checked to ensure that it's a-okay. But here I think CAF is also shooting. CAF is also shooting themselves in the foot when they mention such a thing. With no medical incident reports submitted following reported injuries, then this we can always point the finger at ourselves to note that this is a requirement that we need to comply. Yes, so we need to comply with that directive, so that is completely on our side. Violent incidences, including stone throwing at security personnel and unsafe vehicle movement in spectator areas. So one of the things that I have had going rounds is that there is this also motorbike rider who was weaving past spectators in such an unsafe manner. But then maybe, I don't know, with everything that is going on, it also seems as if within the crowd we have spies, for lack of a better word, maybe CAF officials who are going around to see what is happening, who is where doing what. So I think for us as fans, it is very important for us to stay calm. If you do not have a ticket, there is no point of you trying to make yourself go all the way to the stadium, because I don't know, it only paints a bad picture to us. When it comes to also in terms of ticket control, I think there needs to be clarity in how the communication in terms of this ticket goes. For me, I'd say that it would be very important to ensure that maybe for each purchase, maybe the maximum that one can pick would be 2. Yeah, so that you pick for yourself and maybe for someone you're going to the game with, because it's also pointless to go to the game alone. It's always good to have a good crowd, so that for the next person, they can always pay for themselves. If they don't have the money, you send them the money for them to pay for themselves. It will also empower them to do all these things by themselves. Yeah, so the other thing that I suspect, this is my personal opinion, people go to the stadium hoping to find those people who bought excess tickets, so that for them it would be a business opportunity for them to sell the tickets again at a higher cost, which for me, I think it's counterproductive. Why deny genuine fans who want to go to the stadium an opportunity to buy the tickets at the expense of you trying to make a few bucks when you are clearly not a football person? So I think we need to watch on that. We also practice care for others. For FKF and the local organizing committee, one of the things they could do is probably host a watch party at designated areas. It could be at KICC, it could be at Uhuru Park, at where? At Archives. There was a time we even were watching World Cup matches at Archives on big screens. So that is also an avenue to explore. There was a time also SportPesa used to go around with a track showing or showcasing matches to the fans. So this would also be a good avenue for FKF or the local organizing committee, whoever is in charge, or even CAF. We are also advising you guys to also understand us when you are bringing all these things, all these rules to us. With government, I think it should be very clear that as much as government is in charge of the goings on within the country, that football is for the fans. It's not really for, I don't know, for settling any political scores or trying to showcase any kind of control, but just allow fans to have the tickets. Because in the first match against Congo, I was wondering, why am I seeing fans with physical tickets when we heard that they were being sold exclusively on mook.com? So check on that, and we see how we fare. And for anyone who's watching, you can share your comments in the comment section, hit the like button, share the live, and we see how we are progressing. There is use of tear gas and flash grenades causing panic, with reports of live ammunition fired near spectators and staff. I think with the recent developments in the country regarding even maandamano, protests within the city, I feel like police, especially those who handle protests, are usually trigger happy. Trigger happy in the sense of firing tear gas at crowds. So maybe this is also something to look at, because if people are very many at those entry points and you fire a tear gas, you expect them to run. They will not stand there and wait for the effect of the tear gas to dissipate. What they'll do is that they'll start running and there will be commotion. So what will be seen by CAF? That there was commotion in that gate. Yeah. So it is very important for even the police to look at this. I don't know what a flash grenade is really, but grenades, ay, hapa hivi hata CAF ni hata kama maybe hata ukisema live ammunition, it may not necessarily be far from the truth, kwa sababu recently in the protests that have been happening in the country, you have seen live ammunition. If you want, you can check in the local media. There are clips everywhere showing this incident. But grenades is a movie. Initial crowd control Ngomongo roundabout. Mi hata najua Ngomongo roundabout iko wapi. Mi najua tu tuliingia tu sawa na tukatoka vizuri. So for me, I'll just have to urge the fans to really control themselves. So these incidents present unacceptable risks to spectators, staff, and the integrity of the tournament. Kwanza kwa spectators, hata kama mna to protect, I think you need better organizing or organization to enable us have a good experience as fans, first of all. And I think within the stadium, the experience is excellent. So kudos to that. But I think heading into the stadium, that's where the problem is. So as a result, CAF is mandating the following measures for all upcoming Kenya home matches at Kasarani. Hapa sasa ndio kinaturamba sasa. So number 1, capacity restriction. So a maximum of 60% of stadium capacity, and that is 27,000 tickets. So remember, Kasarani Stadium moved from an initial capacity of 60,000 to 48,000 fans. So now this has been cut to 27,000 tickets. Yeah, so if you thought in the first match there were very many empty seats, wait for the Zambian match. I wonder if this fixture was shifted to Nyayo, will they still cut the capacity by 60%? I don't know. So that we say maybe that was an incident ya Kasarani for Nyayo, we would be better prepared for it or something of the sort. I don't know. Number 2, ticketing. So entry strictly limited to electronic ticket holders. Thank you very much. Thermal tickets are prohibited. Thermal tickets. Okay, I have not done a research on thermal tickets, but it is something we can always find right now. Thermal. Yeah. Thermal tickets. Meaning. Yes, so thermal ticket printing is a unique and efficient method of printing tickets and receipts. No. What is a thermal ticket? A thermal ticket is produced using thermal ticket printing technology. This involves heat-sensitive paper that changes color when exposed to heat. So this eliminates the need for ink or toner and results in a precise print for barcodes, seat numbers, and event details. For example, yeah, I think I have captured, but I haven't necessarily like understood it completely. So thermal tickets are prohibited. So when the tickets go live on mook.com, ensure you get your ticket. If you don't get one, host watch along parties, host, I don't know, just stay in your house and watch. Number 3, public accountability and compliance campaign. So LOC and government to launch a public media campaign reinforcing safety protocols and entry requirements. So CAF expects full and immediate compliance with these directives. Failure to implement them may result in more serious sanctions, which may include the consideration of alternative venues for future matches of the host team. Hey, hapa hivi sasa inabidi tumebehave, kwa sababu that is, we have missed football for quite a bit. So it is incumbent upon us to behave properly so that we do what? So that we do not miss out, and especially now that we are hosting such a big tournament, and this is a dress rehearsal for AFCON in 2027. So it will be very important for us to behave. Yeah, so it will be very important for us to behave so that we are in good stead heading into 2027 as we try and put up a good show. So we trust these measures will be applied swiftly to protect competition's integrity, ensure fan safety, and uphold confidence in Kenya's commitment to the tournament. Yours sincerely, Confédération Africaine de Football. Confédération Africaine de Football, signed by Samson Odemi, CAF. Blah, blah, blah. Adamu, actually, not Odemi. Director of tournaments and events. So I think that is very clear, although maybe this communication is not complete. If I was CAF, I should also state if all these things are there too. Do we, like, after playing against Zambia, will the capacity be restored to full capacity in the stadium? Yeah, or is this now, like, what are these measures going to be applied, like, in terms of time? For how long will they apply? Yeah, so I think that is clear from our side. So from what I had said, outside those new developments, is that Kenya is on top of Group D with 7 points, followed by Morocco with 3 points, and Dr. Congo with 3 points, but of course, all of them having a game in hand. And then the other thing with regards to also this tournament is that Tanzania, who have 100% record in this tournament, I don't know how they would have fared. This is me being biased right now. It is becoming a biased stream. But really, when you look at it, with Kenya being in the group of death, I wonder how Tanzania would have fared if they were in our group. But there has been a lot of banter online where Tanzanians want Kenya because they want to teach us a lesson. But also in Kenya, we want Tanzania, we want to shut them up. I don't know. It's a it's a good it's a good time. It's a good time to be experiencing these things regarding football, so that we see how things pan out. So ideally, okay, if we are considering ourselves to be in the group of death, at some point I was saying that if Tanzania, no, among the three countries, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, that Tanzania are the ones who are best placed to go further than Kenya and Uganda. But then I realize that if we are in the group of death, if Tanzania, whichever position they finish, they meet a team from our group. And with this in mind, they might be knocked out at the quarters. And if their group is not the group of death, you know where I'm heading with this, and we meet a team from their group, what do you expect? What do you expect? Anyway, I'm very upbeat about it. With Uganda, I think the host nations are doing pretty well. It's Tanzania who has 100% record. Kenya still unbeaten also, but has a draw with it in it. Uganda has 2 wins and 1 loss. Currently, it's sitting on top of the table over there, except that they have played a game more than South Africa, than Algeria. So they beat Niger by 2 goals to nil today. Yeah, and within Kenya, of course, I continue to big up the fans who are turning up in large numbers to watch even other matches. So the match pitting Angola and Dr. Congo was well attended, and hey, the Congolese fans, man, those guys are bringing in the vibes, yeah, and they are the well attended match outside of any host nation. So big up and kudos to the Congolese fans who are making this tournament very, very colorful. So we hope that we will do well. The promises from the president will work magic, and we see how far we go. Because also, I am forgetting to even mention some of the other things that he mentioned. If we beat, this is a big if, because it depends on whether we qualify to the quarterfinals or not. If we beat who? The next team that we might face in the quarters, then this team each will receive 1,000,000 shillings and a 2-bedroom apartment within the affordable housing program that the government has in a location of their choice. That's one. If they qualify to the semis and win, then the 2-bedroom will be upgraded to 3-bedroom. Yeah. And then if they go to the finals and win it, they will have another sit down, another conversation going forward to see where what they would agree upon. Yeah, so that's that regarding Chan. Then yesterday, what happened? We had the curtain raiser for the Premier League. So even before we get into that, if you have any comments regarding Chan and everything that is happening in Kenya, in Uganda, in Tanzania, things that I have missed and I need to be talking about, you can share in the comments, either on the live and even when it has been posted. You can always follow up, and of course I'll be in the comment sections to see what we have. And if you have any any suggestions going forward, then you can always bring them on board so that we incorporate them within our videos and see how we can better this content space. So regarding the curtain raiser for the Premier League, Liverpool, who bought everyone, including those people who play volleyball and squash and Formula One. Hey, Liverpool went crazy and are still crazy within this transfer window. And of course, all of us have been a bit jealous about their movement, because for me, I didn't consider Liverpool quite a dangerous team until they became consistent and it seemed likely that they were going to win the league, and then they won it. Because outside of Man City, I only saw Arsenal as the best placed team to win the league last season. And then, of course, we fell off, and the Champions League was going to be our saving grace, but it didn't happen. So we had to bow out, trophyless again. And this year hits 2 decades and since we won the Premier League last. So yeah, it's been awful for Arsenal fans. But going into this season, Liverpool, of course, I expected them to win yesterday. I expected, because of Eketike, who I thought is a better striker than who? Who is this striker of theirs? Darwin Nunes. Sometimes when I want these names, they disappear. So Darwin Nunes is better than Darwin Nunes, but of course they lost Diogo Jota through an accident. Commiserations to Liverpool fans, Jota's family, and football fans at large. I think that loss hit the football world hard. Yes, and especially even Arsenal fans, sometimes, you hate a player for causing mayhem and havoc to your team. But then you get to realize that beyond the rivalry, that they brought something, they brought vibes to the game, and in real life they are very good human beings. So commiserations to Liverpool fans, and also to Jota's family and to the football world. So the replacement here is Eketike for Darwin Nunes. If they eventually sell Nunes, probably they'll also end up having Isak, because it's highly likely that the next destination for Isak would be Liverpool. And then you wonder, because of how they have bought, have they become stronger? Have they just maintained the same quality? Because when you look at Frimpong and Trent, who is better? Because right now I would I would edge uh, Trent because I have watched Trent, and seeing is believing. So Frimpong, the work is cut out for you. Kakes, of course, we saw him last season. He did really well, put in a shift, and he got a very well deserved move to a bigger club. So it's a wait and see. But regarding the matchup yesterday in the Community Shield, Eketike put in a brilliant goal to head Liverpool ahead. That was a cool finish, cool as you like. Typical striker goal. And that is that typical quality striker goal. And we just hope that he doesn't do well in the Premier League, or he does very well in the Premier League and Liverpool don't win a trophy. And speaking of not winning, they did not win yesterday because the game ended 2-2, courtesy of Ekitike and Frimpong, two new signings on the score sheet. And then for Crystal Palace, we had Mateta and Sarr scoring for Crystal Palace, and then they headed into the penalty shootout where Crystal Palace came out winners. So they got a penalty through a foul from Virgil van Dijk. And I don't know, you ask yourself, are they gelling? Defensively, you don't often see such mistakes from Virgil van Dijk. So we hope to see them a lot more in this coming season, so that we also stand a good chance of winning. But yes, speaking of which, Crystal Palace have won these trophies the hard way. The hard way, why? Because now the Community Shield pits two teams, one that has won the Premier League and the second one that has won the FA Cup. If the team that won the Premier League also won the FA Cup, then they'll meet up with the team that finished second. And for that reason, Arsenal couldn't participate in this, so Crystal Palace was there. And in the FA Cup final, they beat Manchester City. Well deserved to be in the Community Shield matchup. And then in the Community Shield, they beat Liverpool. So you cannot even, I don't know, drag them down saying that, oh, ni bahati or anything. They won genuinely. So kudos to them. It's also, again, a wait and see to see if they'll still maintain the same players, because Mark Guehi is needed by Liverpool to bolster their defense. The other one, Eberechi Eze, is wanted by Arsenal. Spurs are back in the race for Eberechi Eze, and of course we want him at Arsenal. I don't know if anyone is going for Mateta. So Crystal Palace have a long summer transfer period, a nervous one, waiting for the window to be closed shut. So for the Premier League starting, teams have made bare signings. Manchester United are moving mad. There was a time when they were moving a bit slow, leading to the signing of Mbuemo. But then after that, it seems that things sped up pretty quickly. So here you find that they have kind of like brought in the entire front three. You have Mateus Cunha, you have Brian Mbuemo, and then at the center, Sesko, who I hope will be fit to play in the first matchup against Arsenal at Old Trafford. So when you see me wearing this, this jersey just screams of Wilton. When we won, sorry about that. That is when we won the Premier League at Old Trafford. Yeah, that is when we won the Premier League at Old Trafford. So Sesko is coming in at a big fee, huge fee, and we were saying that for this particular signing, because even for the rest of the teams, they were waiting for Arsenal to make a decision between Gyökeres or Sesko. Who do they want? If Arsenal make a signing, then every other team will go for the other player. And I think United have got their man here. And it will be a battle of who got the better deal between Arsenal and Manchester United. So we hope that our defense will do what they do best, which is being the best defense team in the Premier League and win. Because our first 5 matches are really, really huge. Heading into this season, it is very incumbent upon us to keep our cool, keep our composure, because I'm just trying to find our next fixtures, our next 5 matches. So just shortly, and probably you could highlight or tell us how many points you expect Arsenal will get out of these 5 fixtures. So number 1, on 17th of August, we are coming up against Manchester United. And then on 23rd August against Leeds United, which has been newly promoted. And then on 31st, we meet Liverpool. And then on 13th September, we get a matchup against Nottingham Forest. And then on 21st of September, we line up against Manchester City. Yeah, so those are the matchups for Arsenal. Of course, Arsenal has bolstered its squad with Gyökeres, the marquee signing, number 9. We have Zubimendi, our holding midfield player. We have Noni Madueke, who also came in from Chelsea. We have Mosquera coming in from Valencia. We have Nogard coming in from Brentford. Who else? Kepa Arrizabalaga, who also came from Brentford, but is coming in as a backup goalkeeper. Remember that Kepa is the most expensive goalkeeper signing in the world, and we got him for 5 million. 5 million pounds. Well, 5 million pounds is plenty for me, but in football terms, it's kidogo money. So that's how Arsenal has bolstered the squad. Of course, injured players are back to full fitness, and we are only waiting for the window to be slammed shut so that we see where we stand as a club heading into this new season. Of course, all eyes are on the board to see if we will be able to sign Eberechi Eze. There's the likelihood that it could be Liao. There is also a likelihood that it might be Lukman. But then again, the rumors are flying out that we also stand in a chance of having Rodrigo, but it's a complicated situation that would turn out to be. So yeah, it's a wait and see. For Manchester City, Rodri is injured again, and he could be out until maybe in September or until late September. And you know, Man City with Liverpool, they don't really do well without Rodri. So that would be a big loss to them. Of course, we never wish injury on any player. We expect them to be fully fit so that when we beat you proper, so that you don't have excuses that at you, flani na flani was not there, sijui nini na nini. Yes, so that's that. Of course, for my predicted what? My predicted final standing so far. Of course, I'll make another video regarding it, but so far I have Arsenal winning the Premier League, number 2 being Manchester City, number 3 being Liverpool, number 4 it's a tosser between Newcastle and Chelsea. And right now I am edging Chelsea just, but it could go either way. And Newcastle to finish 5th, even though they look likely to lose on Isak, I still feel that they are pretty strong and very well balanced as a team. On any day they can beat anyone. And remember in the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool, they absolutely ran them ragged. Yeah. So on any day they could beat anyone out there. So it's a wait and see. What do you expect in this coming Premier League season? Who are you expecting to be the player of the season? Who are you expecting to be the top scorer? Who are you expecting to be the young player of the year, the best manager? Which team will not be, which relegated, not, what am I saying? Which promoted team will not be relegated? Or better still, which teams will be relegated? Yeah, heading into this brand new season. Yeah, so share the video, hit the like button whenever you find it, whenever you see it anywhere. Share, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we hope that this will be your #1 stop shop for all things sports content. So until next time, see you. Amen.